Hello everyone, that was really weird of an intro. Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. I hope you're all having a really nice day so far. So today's video is going to be a Q&A, kind of like a girl talk, casual, cozy Q&A. I have got quite a lot of questions, so pause the video now, go make yourself a cup of tea or beverage of choice. But yeah, go and make yourself a drink, go and grab a snack, pause the video and then come back, because I've got a feeling this is going to be a very long video. It's going to be a very chatty video as well. I got loads and loads of questions through. I got loads of stupid questions from Dan and my family and some of my friends, but I also got a load of really good ones as well. Not gonna lie, some of them are a little bit explicit. I wouldn't quite say explicit, like they're not explicit, but they're just not exactly PG. Also, just want to say thank you to anyone that did ask me questions. You are amazing, thank you very much. So I've just got them on my phone here, so if I keep looking down, that is why. Oh my god, I thought I had my bank card in the back of my phone. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with the questions. Obviously gonna keep them all anonymous. Okay, so first question, what do you miss most about pre-lockdown normal life? For me, I think it would probably just be little things like going out for a coffee. I don't really know. Obviously, like seeing family and stuff like that as well. Seeing friends is like a big one. So like, I feel like I didn't really see friends before lockdown anyway, but I've reconnected with a lot of people throughout lockdown. So I don't know, just feels really shitty that I can't actually see them. What's the biggest lesson you've learned in the last 5 years? So I've probably learned this in the last like 2 years, but it would be to like not rule anything out. Like, don't, as cringy as it sounds, like don't think anything's impossible, because I feel like I've done loads of stuff in the last couple of years that like just used to seem like something that was completely like unrealistic. And like these might sound really like normal and like achievable for a lot of people, but for me, granted I didn't get my driving test, but I bought myself a car. It wasn't amazing, but like that is just something that like I never imagined would ever happen. And like I wanted to move to Newcastle for so long, and I did it, and like everything went fine. And yeah, just like stuff like that, like loads of stuff has happened and I think I've kind of manifested them. But yeah, it would just be to like not rule anything out. Don't think like, no, that's unachievable, because it's really not. How would you describe your style? So I'm going to put a link to my clothes Pinterest board in the description down below, and you can have a look at that and like you can see how much it varies. But I don't represent my style like at all. I would say at the moment it's kind of very, what I would like it to be is like the 90s like Delia catalogues. If you don't know what that is, I'll try and put some pictures on the screen. But it really varies between like grungy and like skater boy to like Y2K, kind of like classy. I mean, like I don't like represent any of that with my style, but yeah, just like a massive range. Quite like boho as well, like just like vintage unique pieces and stuff like that. Just I like the look of just like really random things together. What do you do when you feel down or can feel your mood becoming low? To be honest, I probably don't deal with it that well, but I make sure like I take some time to rest. Something I'd suggest as well is like I always let Dan know, just so he is like aware of it and is aware that I'm feeling like a bit more fragile. But yeah, I'll definitely just take some time to rest. And then a big thing as well is I will journal. So like that is such a massive thing for me. Like if you get all of your thoughts onto paper, like it just makes you feel so much better. Okay, so this next one's quite a funny one. This is from Amy. Everyone knows Amy, I'll link her down below. She's put, have you ever had a pregnancy scare? You don't have to answer this. So this is quite a funny one. So like I would say no, but like kind of yes. Dan! So like I definitely say no, like I haven't had a pregnancy scare, but then like kind of yes. I'll explain, don't worry, I'll explain. So basically like I have never thought that I was pregnant, but like I've taken the morning after pill purely just as a precaution. So like I wouldn't really say that that was a pregnancy scare, because like I never actually thought I was pregnant, but yeah, like I've taken the morning after pill, so kind of, I suppose. Best friendship advice learned from school. This is kind of really difficult, because I kind of think like with people that are in school, like if you're in like secondary school and stuff, as awful as it sounds, like I think it's just going to be difficult either way. Like I had a difficult time in secondary school, but I don't think like there's anything I could have done to make it any better. But I feel like everyone kind of has like a difficult time with like friends in secondary school, so all I would kind of say is just be true to you. Just don't worry about it too much. Like I know that's so much easier said than done, but like just have a good time. Like try not to get involved in drama and stuff, because that's just the worst thing in school. Okay, I think this is a really good question. So when did you first start doing makeup, and do you think that people are doing it too young now? So I probably started wearing makeup when I was in year 7 maybe, or year 8, which might seem quite young, but I'd probably just wear like mascara to school, and I just like don't see any harm with it. Do I think people are doing makeup too young? I don't think so. If you're wearing makeup quite young because you feel like insecure, obviously that's not great, but like it's not like your fault. But I think makeup it's a great way to be creative and stuff, and I just don't see any harm in doing it when you're young. And like with people that say like, oh, it'll ruin your skin, like I don't think it does. Like makeup's never ruined my skin before. How do you get through bad mood swings / bad periods? So this is a difficult one. It's kind of similar to like the question about what do I do when I feel like I'm getting in a bit of a low mood and stuff. So I would just say take it easy, like take some rest, just kind of chill in bed for a bit, try and like do things that you enjoy. So I'll journal to kind of like make me feel like a bit better. This is a really good question as well. So opinions on pressure on girls to be perfect. For example, not too slutty, not too frigid. I'm the type of person, so like I'm so easygoing, you just do you. Like I don't understand why anyone would be bothered by like how many people someone has slept with. As long as you're like healthy and safe and like you're not doing any harm to other people, what's the issue? It's just so stupid. Like what does that even mean? But it was a really good point in this question. She put opinion on pressure on girls to be perfect. So that's just the thing. Like I feel like girls, you'll never be able to like be between them, if you know what I mean. Like you'll never be able to be perfect, because you'll automatically either be slutty or frigid. By society standard, you're never going to be perfect, so just throw that out the window. Okay, so I've got loads of questions from Instagram as well, so I'll start working through those. First one, hi honey, I love you more. Right, okay, Dan put a load of really stupid questions in, they're a bit gross, so I'm just gonna like try and put them on the screen now. Don't really want to read them out because it's a little bit embarrassing, but he's just a massive freak. Like he's asked these questions, and if I put them in the video, he'll be like, why'd you put those in? Like I'm just reading through them now, and they're just so stupid. So yeah, that'll give you a good insight into what Dan's like. Okay, so these next questions, okay, so I'm probably gonna laugh whilst reading them out. Please don't take that as anything other than nerves. Okay, dildo recommendations. I don't really know. Not sure, couldn't tell you. Get yourself an Ann Summers chick. I'm sure you'll be able to find someone there. How many hickeys did Dan give you on your chest when you first started going out? None. Oh, good Christian girl. Do you have any celeb crushes, and who are they? So I always thought I didn't, but then I had to think about it, and actually I do. So I literally made a list because turns out there's a lot of celebrities that I fancy. So I'll try and put a picture on the screen if I can, just so, I mean, they're all pretty famous, I'm sure you know who they are. But yeah, I wrote a full list. So my celebrity crushes are I hope I pronounced these all right. Eric Andre, Audrey Plaza, Michael Cera, Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, Tyler the Creator, John Krasinski, Alison Brie, David Dobrik, Ilya Fedi, David Harbour, Joe Keery, Mark Ruffalo, Kristen Stewart, Robert De Niro, young and old, and what? I'm gonna put it in my Alexa. And my final celebrity crush is
from Poppy, Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin. You know who I mean. Next question: how did you lose your virginity? Sorry, I don't think I'm going to answer that question. Next question, how is being in uni since lockdown? So I've not actually started uni yet. I'll start uni like in a week almost. So I'm not too sure. So like in regards to that side of things, like starting uni whilst in lockdown, I would say it is very difficult. For the actual aspect of like starting uni, like it's been so difficult to enroll. We've not been able to get our timetables yet, and we literally start in like less than a week. So that side of things has been quite difficult, but also like freshers as well. At the moment it seems to be fine because like the pubs and everything are open, but I can see us going back into like a lockdown, even if it's like a local lockdown. So I think it's fine at the moment, but I feel like it's going to get quite difficult to make friends because I feel like everything's going to close soon. Someone asked, Becky, have you ever kissed a boy? Yes, I have. This is a good question. Do you have any old friendships that you wish you could rekindle? So yes, I definitely do. However, I would say it's quite weird because I feel like lockdown's been a time for everyone where they've been quite distant from people. However, I've like reconnected with so many people during lockdown, people that I haven't spoken to for years. So I do have people that I would still like to reconnect with. However, through lockdown, I've spoken to so many people who like I've missed so much, but I've just not spoken to for ages. Do you have any embarrassing period stories? I don't actually think I do. I mean, this isn't really embarrassing, more like sad. I had a period that lasted over a year. Poppy, why didn't you go to the doctors? I don't know. That was awful. What is your experience with / opinion on friendships as an adult? So, I think this is so difficult. I think once you leave college, if you go to uni, that's fine. Like you're pretty much like guaranteed to make friends. However, I just feel like if you don't go to uni, maybe this is just my experience, but I like went to uni for a term, then dropped out, and then I like got a job, and I found that it was just so difficult to make friends as adults. So like I've had a couple of jobs since dropping out of uni, and like I'm friends with the people that I work with, but they are kind of just like work friends. Is Dan your first boyfriend? Yes, he is. Is he? Yeah. Tips on maintaining a healthy relationship in lockdown. Me and Dan struggled with this for so long in lockdown because we live in such a tiny apartment and we were both working from home, and it was so cramped, and we were both really stressed with work and stuff like that as well. But some things that definitely helped for us were making sure that if you are both working from home, like try your best to like work in separate rooms. I mean, I can't really say that me and Dan did this that much, but something that would help is just trying to make like little date nights at home. Who was your first celeb crush? Okay, so I thought about this question earlier and I was like, oh, Robert Pattinson from Twilight. But then I thought, no, okay, like that's me not being honest with myself. I'm just gonna go out and say it. My first celeb crush probably was Richard Hammond from Top Gear. And then, okay, to redeem myself, like probably at the same time it would have been Hugh Grant as well. So like I feel like that's okay. I've got one, do a backflip. So right, I've been racking my brain to try and like think of a funny answer to this question. Like I just can't think of one. Hopefully I'll think of something funny whilst I'm editing. I'm really sorry. I told you that I wouldn't let you down, but here I am. Next question, how can you tell if a friend is toxic? I don't know, this is really difficult for me because I feel like all the friends that I'm surrounded with are like great. Like, I've not really got any toxic friends. As cringe as this sounds, just like a go off your vibes. Like, if someone's just giving you bad vibes, if someone just like feels to bring like negative energy and feels like they just like keep bringing you down, if people are just saying things that are rude, I'd probably say that's toxic. Next one, not a question. Oh my god, hex, rude. Yeah. I know. Would you try a moon cup or period pants? Okay, so I actually do have a moon cup. I know this is really bad because they're good for the environment, but I never use it. I don't know if this is a little bit like TMI, but I used it like a few times when I first got it, and I know that I'm putting it in wrong, but I just can't get my head around how to use it. And then with period pants, like, I'm not really sure. I've never really thought about it. My first instinct is like, no, like, ew, that's icky. But then, like, I know that they've been built to not be like that. So, I don't know. Maybe it's something that I would try, although they are quite expensive. So this one's a good question. However, I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to answer it. So, how to feel confident having sex with a new partner after splitting with your ex. So, this is difficult. Like, I've never been in this situation before, but what I would try and do is just like be completely like open and honest with your new partner, and just don't feel like you have to pressure yourself into anything at all. If your new partner is like a decent human being, they'll understand that maybe you've got like some insecurity, but all I'd say is just try and be open and honest and communicate, because at the end of the day, your new partner's not going to know unless you tell them. And just like remember as well, like, sex is like something to enjoy, like it's not something you have to do. Remember, it's like meant to be like a fun thing. Next question is how to get over a toxic boy. Again, like, I feel like I can't really deal with this that well. Like, I've never had a breakup or anything. I think a big thing is don't like distract yourself too much. Let yourself like feel the emotions. Like, I know that sounds super cringy, but if you like constantly detach yourself from the awfulness of like breaking up, I feel like it'll only come back to like bite you on the ass. So like, be sad about it. It's always going to be shit. Just make sure that you're surrounded by like good people, meet up with your friends, like, just kind of like know that you'll be so much better off without them. Also, don't rush into getting into another relationship. Just enjoy your own company. I don't really know. I've not ever had a breakup, especially not with a toxic boy. And then a nice question from my sister. Is it true that you had a 6-year long period? No, I didn't know. Okay guys, so that is all the questions. I'm sorry if I answered them really rubbishly, but some of them like I've just not really had experience with, so I tried to advise you as best as I could, but I'm just not an expert in stuff like that. But anyway, I did really enjoy filming this video. I love doing Q&As, and you guys sent in loads and loads of questions. This video is probably going to be really long as well, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you're not sick of me by this point. But yeah, thank you so much for putting all of those questions in. I really do appreciate it. All of my like profiles and links, I don't know what it's called, everything's in the description down below. Like my Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, everything like that, that's all linked down below. So I would love it if you could go check it out. Oh, something I did just want to say as well, if you're still watching at this point, I'm trying to set up like a little like business thing. I've got a little Instagram page for it, so I'll try and put that in the description down below. Just like selling wall prints and like graphic illustrations and stuff like that. So if you are interested, make sure you go and follow that page down below. I think it's just at Poppy's Prints, there's some underscores on it. But other than that, I think that's all for today's video. I would love it so much if you could leave me a big thumbs up and a nice comment down below, and of course please subscribe. I really appreciate everyone that does, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.